This is kind of weird because like my recording device is there, but the camera feed is over there. So, but this one, Before Your Eyes, has been a game that was in my Steam library for like years, maybe months, years. One of those games that I've never played, but like I've heard a lot of good things about it, and I've also heard that it got pretty popular on TikTok. Not that unfortunately, I don't use TikTok, but a lot of, and also TikTok is apparently shutting down this weekend. Well, for the US people, I'm sorry for people in the US, but over here in Asia, we're fine. Um, Regardless, I am not sure if this game is gonna like what I'm scared about is because it uses eye detection to like I am not sure if my fringe is gonna interfere with that. I've never played a game that mostly uses eye detection before, and also I tend to move about a bit, so I'm quite scared that that will also interrupt or like mess things up. But you know, let's see how it goes. Yeah. They say it's very emotional, and they say that people have cried a lot during this game, which, to be honest with you, I've never cried playing any game except for 1000 Extras. That's it. That's the only one that I've cried at. And it wasn't even like bawling kind of crying. I'm not saying that I'm not trying to cry, but I feel like it takes a lot, if that makes sense. Also, I'm just gonna like adjust the audio for a bit because I feel like personally it's a bit soft, like my system audio. Okay, right, let's test this out. Whoa, why does my face seem so warped? Why is it that for some strange reason? Didn't seem like that just now. Okay. No. Even the lit in your eyes are visible. I don't know if I should. They definitely did something to my face. Oh, should I be downwards? Actually, wait. Then should I just adjust this higher up? Then what happens if I slouch? Should I adjust it even higher? If I slouch? And if I stay up? What if I go to the right? Okay. The circle. I feel like they are doing this a lot more than I actually am blinking. See, I definitely didn't blink 3 times there. I blinked once, right? Okay. The thing is, I also tend to blink like a lot just in general. So I'm quite scared that it's gonna like skip through a lot of stuff without me intending for it to. What if I turn to this? They're just okay, so this is a face forward. I can't calibrate sensitivity. Actually, I shouldn't be. If the game stops detecting blinks accurately, please press spacebar at any time to recalibrate. Okay, I got you. I got you. You put something on my face. My face is never that squashed. This is a game about blinking. See, every time you blink, the game will know this. Try blinking on the white symbol. On it? What do you mean on it? Like, oh, I have to move my mouse. I thought that there were no mouse controls. See, a metronome and blink. You jump forward. Do I have to, like, blink when the metronome hits a certain point, or do I just... We're sinking.
Get away, you lucky fowls. That's mine.
Well, hello there, stranger. Ooh, you're a real bright and shiny one, aren't you? I asked you for your name, but sadly you got no mouth to speak with, or hands to shake with, or nose to look down with. So we're gonna have to find another way. See, what you'll find is, even though you're no longer in your body's still inside of you. If that makes any sense. So, if you understand what I'm saying, blink over my hand here. Ooh, well look at that. You're a blinking genius. I knew you were special. You see all them poor souls down there, lost in the waves? I didn't choose any of them. I chose you. See, I just sometimes get a sort of a hunch, or what's a better word? Notion? Better word than that. Premonition. A premonition when a soul's worth pulling up. Now you see that tower out there? Big, scary one? That's where I'm taking you. To see the gatekeeper, to be judged. I'm gonna present your case, tell her the whole story of your entire life from prow to stern. Now if she's impressed, I get paid the Bitcoin and you get yourself a spot in her magnificent city. If she ain't, well, I eat seagull for dinner again, and you, well, we don't have to worry about that, because I am the best orator you'll find on these sickly waters. Class A storyteller, believe you me. Oh, shut up, you trash birds. You had your chances. It wasn't my fault you were no good. Layabouts. Unsatisfactory. Clock watchers. I got some words for you. Sorry you had to hear that.
Don't apologize.
So sure, maybe I'm not the most verbose storyteller out there, but I know how to spin a yarn if I'm given something to work with. And that's where you come in. Your life. You're gonna show it to me. I want to see exactly what made you so absolutely great.
Nothing.
So just think back to the very beginning. The first thing that you can remember. I'm gonna send you there. But understand, no matter how much you like it, you're not gonna be able to stay, all right? Every time you blink, you're going to jump forward in time. Could be a second, could be 5 years. That's just how this thing works.
What if I...
Alrighty then. I hope he's ready for this. Now, the next time that you blink, I'm gonna send you back. Now, don't be...
Oi!
And just try to enjoy it this time.
I blink too much. Okay.
Look at that sun. We've got a long, beautiful day ahead of us. Why are you smiling like that?
Am I?
You must have...
Oh shit, I shouldn't have.
Let's go get you some seashells. What do you say?
You see that big spiky plant over there? That's called an agave. 11 years from now, that plant will die so it can...
I didn't stop
They really
hearing her
didn't it?
talking. I need
Well, days have a tendency to do that, I guess. Now, where's the first page of my piece? I can't find it anywhere.
to... Fuck.
Okay, go ahead, kid. Look at that. There's your little hand.
We have to make him do this every birthday.
That's a great idea. You know, it'll really be something to see how he grows. Man, the zoom.
Ooh, I can knock things over with my blinks.
Oh, you want to play along with Mommy, don't you? Give it time. I'm sure you'll be better than me soon enough. No.
Sounds good, honey.
I'm sending it to my mentor next week. It has to be perfect.
Well, sounds pretty perfect to me.
Yeah, what do you like about it?
I like the music.
That's very specific.
Look at his little face. What do you think he's thinking about?
I don't know. Probably solving the problems of the universe.
So, do you think he's going to be smart?
I don't see why not. I mean, we're both pretty smart.
No, it's not derivative. At least I didn't think it was. Do you think you could tell the other members of the selection committee what I just told you? Right. No, I'm sorry. I guess I just put a lot of expectation on this call. Okay, I understand. Thank you for considering my piece, John. It really means a lot.
Oh, that's sure a little mess of color.
You know, if you keep working at it, one day you'll be able to paint exactly what's in your head. You'll be a real artist. Unlike your poor mom.
Scrap. Baby grand piano.
See? That used to be my piano. My dad gave it to me. He loved music. Fled his home country just to have a chance to pursue it. God, he made me practice so much. I hated it at first. I think he hoped to make it further.
Shh.
Okay, Benny. Are you ready to see something really special?
Yes.
I just don't want him to get attached.
It's a cat.
Richard,
What?
that's the cutest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
We can't keep him, can we? I mean, I'm pretty much definitely allergic, so no, right?
No. We'll find someone to take him. But, wow.
Now play the C major chord I taught you. Remember? There you go. Doesn't that make you feel happy? Like you just want to jump up and down? Now what about C minor? You remember how to play that one? Very good. Just one note different. But that one sounds sad, doesn't it? Amazing what a difference one little change can make on how a person feels.
Bless you.
Sort of like me and your little friend on your piano there.
Let me get my hair out of my eyes.
She was in grad school studying composition. I never met anyone like her. I just prayed to God I could somehow keep up.
It is so cute.
I think she liked that I was a professor. Gave me a certain gravitas in her eyes, you know, which I very quickly lost. God, she dragged me to so many places. It was wonderful. Where would you want to go if you could only go to one? Now, you know the ancient...
Stupid metronome. Metronome is a bane of my existence. I just wanted to hear what they were saying, you know? The Passing Day, a chamber orchestra.
Wait, that's my piece. How did you figure out how to play that? Richard? Are you
I'm a
hearing this?
musical genius.
What?
He's playing my piece. He must have figured it out by ear.
Kitty.
Oh God, I have my interview in 5 minutes and I completely forgot to feed him.
Kitty.
Don't worry.
Shh, the metronome.
Excuse me, of course, sir. It's all organized into folders, sitting ready on my kitchen table. They will literally be on your desk when you get in. What could possibly happen to the files between now and tomorrow morning? We are fine.
Kitty peed.
When's he coming?
I'm flying him out in February, remember? You know, I
Kitty
think he
is
was pretty
asleep.
surprised that I could actually afford to do that.
Hey, why not? You're a working woman now.
I guess that's true.
Don't let it go to your head, but yeah.
Please let the cat know. It's time to use the litter box, though.
Baby steps. He's got one eye.
This is called a metronome. We use it to measure time so we don't get lost in the music. I want you to start using it before Grandpa comes to visit. You know, my father once told me, when I was about your age, the only way to fight against time is to create a work of genius, which might live on after you're gone. So I asked him, what about your children? Thinking, I might be a work of genius just as I was. He said, yes, I suppose. If you made a work of genius, I could live on through that as well. No such luck.
You really need to stay in time with the metronome, okay?
Okay.
Subdivide the time. 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4.
There you go, buddy. Okay, now keep a firm grip on it, just like that. Oh my. Well, don't think you like that, pal. Sorry, buddy. Turn around, Elle, so we can photograph you.
I'm just really behind right now. Why don't you take photos in the backyard? It may not be interesting at first, but if you keep going back out there every day, you'll be surprised by how much it changes.
Ernie! Buddy!
Ernie!
Ernie!
We need you!
Oh, God, Elle, what if you got eaten by a coyote?
My sinuses would be eternally indebted.
What did you just say?
No, I said I'm really worried. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty.
God, honey, I'm worried too.
Where's our kitty gone?
Ernie! Kid!
So you're saying it's a coincidence that it disappears for weeks and then comes back with a huge belly?
But Ernie's a boy.
And you're sure about that?
I thought I was.
Uh-huh.
Ernie wasn't he.
And that was based on...
Pee-hole distance.
Say that one more time, sweetie.
Pee-hole distance from the butt. If it's further away or something, then it's one or the other.
And what was Ernie's?
I'm still not understanding how you let this happen.
I don't...
He keeps coloring the grass blue, the ocean green.
Were you able to pick up the new book?
Yes, the Manila Galleon was of particular interest.
No, I meant Benny's book.
Oh, yeah, got those too.
Really expensive, right?
No, can't put a brakes on learning.
I don't want to blink because I want to know what's happening. I'm scared it's gonna. Oh,
I know, it seems impossible that you could ever play something so complex. But just take it one day at a time. Trust me.
she's becoming a bit of a tiger mom, I feel. There's a lot of pressure. Well, seems like a certain amount of pressure.
You're really getting there, honey. Next week we'll start working on your other hand.
Oh, I'm supposed to keep it.
Okay.
I see.
2 brackets on each.
Shit.
I want that box full by the time I come in there. If you don't play with it anymore, we're getting rid of it.
Congratulations, B!
Look at the amount of trophies I have. I definitely have a tiger mom. You know, at least someone who's like pressurizing. Rubik's Cube. Tell it to the dog man. Adventures of? I can't read that.
This isn't my house. It's not my house.
Right, it's my house. You have 5 minutes to get down, or I'll drive it back and you up.
You're not my house. You're not.
Aw. It's gonna be alright, buddy.
Fall back, you fool. I'll have your head.
He has the power of God and anime on his side.
I'm playing inside. It's lit.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Come over here.
Alright, how do I?
Yes, Mr. Camera Boy. I'm talking to you.
Can I walk? Oh, I can. Just really slowly.
Why are you always out here taking photos? You know, if you really want to take a photo of something cool, you should take a photo of this.
Damn it! It's alright, I don't want to take a photo of him anyway.
He's about to play for us.
Wow, Elle, he's unbelievable. My God, I didn't realize our head of accounting was raising a musical prodigy.
Didn't you used to be a composer yourself, Elle?
No, I don't know if I'd say that.
But you used to write your own.
The class is world history. My name is Mr. Isaac.
Hi, Isaac.
Hey, you. Look
Hi.
on your desk. I wrote you something.
We are in the same class, what a coincidence. Please keep in mind that while we're at school, we don't know each other. Do not talk to me, ever. Love, Chloe. Chloe, you talk to me first. Just saying.
Don't even look at
This
me.
is a quote.
Stop
I want
staring
each
at
of you
me.
to write it down. Not doodle on the sidelines, not stare off into space.
Those who cannot remember the past are condemned to
Now
repeat
I'm
it.
gonna go on to the next slide. Chloe, tell me, what did the quote say?
Right, I definitely know this.
You were taking note.
So those who do not remember the past, repeat the past.
Chloe, you had
Tried
one
to
job.
convince your father not to buy you that thing, but he insisted.
What
I
is
suspect
this?
he bought it for himself. The little guys are pretty cute,
I'm
though.
11.
I'll admit that. Oh, I want the job if whoever gets paid to think of that crap.
A new contestant monstrous. Oh, Pokemon thing?
I've definitely seen you next door, but I didn't realize you guys had become friends.
Oh, sure. We sit together in history class. I don't know what I'd do without old Benny.
Very sweet.
Now you're
Thank
grateful.
you for playing his game with him.
Your dad just thanked me for hanging out with you? That's a very interesting detail. Okay, shut up.
It's called a magnet school. It's about an
Burton
hour away in a
Conservatory
town
of
called
Music.
Burton. I know the change can be scary, but I just want you to go in and meet the dean I spoke with. You know, life can take you to some incredible places if you're
But-
really, really good at something. It's just, you've had so much
Play
trouble making
big,
friends with
be
Play-Doh.
great.
I want you at a place where people really get.
So what do you think, Benjamin? You think you could excel in that sort of an environment?
Sorry,
Does
I get
the
very shy.
Dean have a
Oh.
picture of himself?
Not to worry. If he's as gifted as you say he is, shyness is no problem. Why don't you two come back closer to the end of the year for an audition?
Okay. Bark. Why is the mom being so silent? It's beginning to scare me.
As you can see, there are some very fast runs in there, and a lot of stuff I've not taught you properly yet. So no pressure. I just want you to try, and we can see if you start enjoying it.
She says no pressure, but
Just like
I don't know, I just turned
really rise
11.
to the occasion, just this once. I wish I had the option of going to a school like that when I was your age. I wouldn't be working this boring job or living in this boring town, I'll tell you that.
Mom,
What was that? Was that the piece? What is going on with you these days?
Mom, this is your dream, not mine. 30 days. Remember, today is the first day of the rest of your life. Oh my god. Let my man rest. Look, he wants to talk to Chloe. Is that an incoming call?
Don't answer that, Ben. You can talk to your friend after you practice.
Mom! Let me answer it. Let me answer it. Mom, you don't control me.
Oh my god. Is she really calling you again? What, is she obsessed with you?
Disobey. That's right. Anubis.
Anubis, in the presence of
Sorry.
Ma'at, who you remember is the goddess of truth and justice, would weigh the deceased soul against a feather, determining whether it was worthy of entering into her land of the dead.
Where's Chloe?
And what if they are deemed unworthy? Well, you can see that ugly fur ball under the scale?
Mr. Kid.
Mama made,
That's
and she's got,
Look at
and yes, that's a she, the head of a crocodile, fur of a lion, see, and the body
Why
of
is
a
there something
hippopotamus,
covering my face right now?
though I would not say that to her face. Now, as you can see, she is ready to devour any of the deceased who do not pass judgment. Sort of like me with your weekly quiz.
Ew, why is he so scared looking?
So I am
Okay,
not
I'll
quite
call you
sure
when I'm...
Days until audition.
Just as he's starting to make friends.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the only reason she keeps coming here is to play that game you bought for him.
Okay, well, listen, I don't claim to understand the motives of children. But
Richard,
My god,
Ben
they're
has a
fighting?
chance here. A real chance to be really good at something. I mean,
This is your dream, Mom. Let me be. Chloe's calling.
Lights out. You need to be rested for tomorrow. Memory consolidates when you're asleep. So if you go to sleep now, you will awaken a master. Trust me.
How do we get Mom off our backs? Like,
tell your son to turn the lights
can we throw something at her?
Mom says turn the lights off.
Not Mom says, you say.
Mom, I could have closed the door. Yeah, let's go.
Wow, didn't think you'd actually pick up. I'm a sticky for a baby. I apologize. Okay, so meet me out in the alley in T-minus now, okay?
T-minus now.
You know, I'm really glad you're here.
Me too, Chloe.
There's something I've been meaning to talk to you about.
What? Tell me.
Or to get off my chest.
Okay.
Okay. I don't think Kongsters is actually a really good game. My cousin Yoon, he was in town this weekend, and he was explaining how it's actually a ripoff of a really good Japanese game. He calls it a cash grab. So I'm sorry that I made you like it because it's actually a terrible game.
You didn't
But I
make
also
me
think
like
that
it.
if it was a really good game, maybe we wouldn't have enjoyed playing it as much. We would have been so focused on how good it was and not the feelings we had while we were playing it. Like, my favorite vegetable is a tomato, but Yoon thinks that they're the grossest ever. And you're probably the least popular boy in the school, but I also like hanging out with you the most.
Aw.
Which was also something I wanted to talk to you about. I like hanging out with you a lot, which is weird because after what happened with my mom, I never like hanging out with anyone.
Okay, firstly,
So this has been a big surprise for me this year, in a lot of ways. I think I like that you let me talk. My cousin never lets me talk.
I'm
My
a good
dad
listener.
does, but I can tell he's not really listening.
So you're gonna confess? Or how old am I in this situation? I know that I was 11. Am I like... Okay, alright. Stay here? Can I stay here? How do I not blink? Shit.
Probably didn't sleep at all. Out in the cold all night. You're already feeling sick, aren't you?
She caught me.
It's okay. You still got this. I mean, all the practice had to count for something. Maybe just try and close your eyes now and get a little sleep on the way over. I'm going to play the recording so the sound of mastery can seep into your subconscious a little, okay? Close your eyes, Ben. I'm going to be there.
In your own time, Benjamin, we are very excited to hear.
If I play badly on purpose, I'm not sure if it's gonna go badly for me. Like, she's already yelling at me. I'm scared that she will do something. I'm not sure if, like, this is that kind of story.
Oh, okay. I think that's enough. So, Benjamin, why don't we plan on having you come back next year again, once you've had a bit more time to practice? Yes? As you know, Burton isn't the right fit for every student, and I wish you the best of luck on your path, wherever it may take you, okay?
Maybe I pushed you too hard.
Yes!
Maybe I turned into my own father.
Yes!
I don't know. You have to find something to focus on. The world isn't very kind to people who aren't really good at something.
We want him home from school for a while. Just until this nasty thing clears. Hey, Elle, would you mind taking a quick walk with me down to my office? There's a small clerical thing I need you to look at before I can let you two go.
Oh, yes, of course.
It's such a crucial time in his development. He shouldn't be confined to his room. This isn't video game time. I want you to figure out something actually productive to do while you're home from school.
What's he doing? Why isn't your son eating with us, Al?
No. You mean young
It's
Vincent?
getting really good.
Well, ever since he got sick.
And Mr. Benjamin Bryn has been awarded first place.
First place.
You are not here to learn to be painters. You are here to learn to be artists. And although I've hired to teach you, it is a sham. There is no teaching art.
Oh, how very wacky and fun these are. It's very zany. There you go, Mr. Bryn. Feel each shape.
Interesting.
Oh, you fiend!
I want you all to take a long look at what Mr. Bryn has done here.
What have I done?
You see, he has reached down deep within himself and created a masterpiece.
I truly am.
I'm stunned.
It's me.
I know that lots of agents gave you lots of cards, and it all probably feels weird and alienating and the opposite of what being a starving artist is supposed to feel like. But if I can teach you one thing, it's that if opportunity knocks, you open the door. Making a living isn't selling out. I wish I had thought of it that way.
Ooh, I've got a little aquarium.
Don't worry. You're not selling your soul.
You sure? Can I see what the contract does? It's just a bunch of squigglies. I feel like I am selling my soul, so I'm gonna crumple it.
Well, look at that. You've crumpled my contract. Whatever you want, kid.
To being a difficult artist, the best of us are. Ah, this is divine. So, now that you've grown your wings, tell me, young master.
Honey, stop. Is that Benjamin Bryn?
Oh my god.
People recognize me?
Places.
That famous.
I bet you're happy you threw that con
And I still got rich.
Hey, Ben. Don't even pick up this call, okay? I mean it. I'm just calling to inform you that I went to the doctor today, and, well, I'm gonna be a little sick for a while, but really, I don't want you worrying about it at all. Oh, Benny, I told you not to pick up.
Who is this, the mom or Chloe?
Right now. All you can do is just keep painting,
But that's enough from me. Now, you'll hear from the person who I believe is the single thing in the world my wife was most proud of. Her magnum opus. Go on, B. Say something.
Hey everyone. My mom was a bitch.
What's wrong? Why aren't you talking?
Maybe...
Hey, you. As you know, I talk to big, very important people every day. And there's one thing that ever... You are a snake. You're a fraud. But worst of all, Benjamin...
Hey, B. Just calling to tell you. I think I'm selling the house. She's everywhere here, son. I can't move without bumping into her. And then I just find myself breaking down again. I hope you understand. Take whatever you want. With your mother gone, I'm hoping to finally live without all the clutter. I'm just so glad you got to speak to her one last time. I mean, I know she told you not to pick up the phone, but, well, I'm just so happy that you did. She just wanted you to focus on your work. That was the only thing that mattered to her.
Yeah. Which is pretty sad. I don't want the fucking metronome.
What's that? Look. It's unbelievable, Benny. It's like she's standing in the room with us. Like I can see her in the paint. I can feel her.
Is that really you? It's Chloe, your neighbor.
Hi, Chloe.
Oh my god, I can't believe this. It's been years. I just walked through the entire show. It's unbelievable. I'd love to walk through it again with you. I mean, if you were down for that.
Okay, Chloe, let's go.
I just can't believe that my entire childhood, I was living next to a bona fide genius. I should have guessed it. I mean, with all those little drawings you did. And your mom. I always heard her playing piano from next door, but I didn't know she wrote the actual music. Hey, so, not to be forward, but what are you doing after this? Maybe we could get a drink or something?
Chloe, stop.
I'd really love to catch up. I can't believe everything that's happened to you. I want to hear all about it.
Now would you look at that? I cannot believe my luck. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! You finally hit the jackpot, Flapjack. All the nobody nothings dying every day. You finally sink your hook into a... Oh! Well, there you are. Well, hello, sir. If I had realized, I would have cleaned up. I'm just used to fishing up a different class of soul. I mean, sure, I've had scientists, a couple college athletes here or there, but whew, an internationally renowned painter? The gatekeeper's gonna eat you up. Hey, speaking of that, why don't we give your story a test run? Maybe you help me out with the word choice, since, you know, I'm still working on that. See if I'm getting all the strokes right, the proper composition, if you catch my drift. Forget about it.
I don't like
All right.
that this guy is really trying to use me. Like, I don't...
Gatekeeper! Before you stands the soul of a great man. Now, would you describe yourself as a happy kid or a lonely one?
Lonely, definitely lonely. I only had one friend.
His childhood was a lonely one. Growing up as a strange, quiet child in an isolated seaside town.
Also, this is a very ominous building.
Would you say your mom was a composer or an accountant?
I don't like my mom, so... I mean, my mom in the
His
game.
mother was an accountant.
I love
who in her
my real
younger
mom.
Years had dreamed of being a great composer. How would you describe her as a teacher? More encouraging or more demanding?
Demanding. Like what she did.
Therefore, as his piano teacher, she was over-demanding, forcing him to practice day in and day out, hoping that he might one day achieve that greatness that she never could.
Preach it.
And how about that neighbor girl? What was she to you? Was she your best friend or your first love? Now, be honest here.
I think
Don't be bashful, man.
she
You
was
can
just
tell
my
me.
best friend.
But on the eve of his big audition,
I'm
he
like that
completely
lonely.
dropped the ball, staying up
only have
all
one
night
person
with
in
his
my life.
best friend
Yeah.
and blowing it the next day. Now, from that moment forward, his mother gave up on him. She
Good.
knew he didn't have what it took to be a truly great musician. But little did she know, she just picked the wrong medium, right? See, when he was 12 years old, he got sick, and he had to stay inside for an entire year. And in that year, he rediscovered a talent he'd forgotten. Painting. Sure, he loved finger painting as a child. Color and shape were the first languages he learned to speak. But for the first time, he saw it in a more serious light. He was accepted into an exclusive art school where he caught the eye of an esteemed professor who launched his work into the national spotlight. Now be quiet, all of you. With expectations on his career mounting, he stalled himself into bankruptcy, which turned out to be a blessing, for it wasn't until he returned home to the house he grew up in that he began work on what would ultimately be considered his masterpiece. I said shut up, you scumballs! You lucky fowls! All right! I get it! I hear what you're saying.
What are you saying?
I hear what you're saying.
What are they saying? he lying? Is that not my true past?
I had assumed as much anyway.
What?
I should probably tell you. Those things, they're not regular gulls. They're liar birds. They're what becomes of souls who try to lie to the gatekeeper. And once they try that, they're never allowed near her city again. I get to feeling bad for not defending them right, so they just stay on with me. Living reminders of my oratory shortcomings.
Oh, yeah, good thinking. I'll be back to get you once I'm done with this one.
Hopefully you won't be seeing him again.
So if he lies on my behalf, I get turned into a bird. Which doesn't sound half bad, anyway.
You're a flea-bitten sack.
I would love to be a bird.
Just look at him. Poor fool doesn't know what he's in for.
But also, like, why not just let me drift? You're picking me out of the water to tell my story in the hope of you getting all the benefits. What's the benefit to me? Like, let me drift.
Now don't think that I haven't dealt with people like you.
And I feel
You're
like I get all the repercussions if you don't
Something
tell.
so terrible, you're trying to blink right past it. Because if the gatekeeper knew, she'd have to dream up fresh new hells to punish someone as worthless as you. And I'm sure you're right. I'm sure you're the rottenest soul that I ever fished out of that black muck. And I should have thrown you back and sanitized my paw as soon as I laid eyes on you.
Then throw me back. What?
But it's too late for that. We're in this together. And the gatekeeper, she'll see right through your fake lies as if they were glass. So I'm gonna ask you again to start from the very beginning. And this time, I want the truth.
Let me be clear. I don't have a mouth. I am only able to blink. So I was not telling lies at all. Okay? I feel like this guy is the death of me, you know?
Not this.
Why not this?
Now play the C major chord I taught you. Remember?
Come on, keep blinking. I haven't found it yet.
Doesn't that make you feel happy? You know, my father once told me, when I was about your age, the only way to fight against time is to create a work of genius, which might live on after you're gone. So I asked him, what about your children? Thinking, you know,
This. Stay here. What did your mother hear on that phone call? Keep your eyes open. I need to see.
Eyes open. Thought I was gonna blink. Hi Jensen. You told me to keep my eyes open. Hello? I've been blinking accidentally
yes,
so much this game.
I see. She knew she hadn't yet lived up to her father's expectations. And now, she never could. Let's keep going.
Why?
You really need to stay in time with the metronome, okay?
You were a prodigal.
I was...
What did you just say?
This isn't a trip down memory lane. I need you to stay focused.
Honey, I'm worried too.
Yes, I understand about the cat. Let's keep going.
This guy is such an asshole. Oh, I'm assuming I have to keep my eyes open for this as well. Okay, hang on.
Let's try this again.
Oh my god.
Keep your eyes open. And one more time.
It's racist. Wait. Shh.
I swear to God, if you blink again...
I'm gonna do it because he's such a dickhead.
I understand that it's difficult. That's why I need to see it.
Okay. Oh, fuck.
This is for your own good, man.
What if I just keep my
them
eyes
open.
shut? It's working, right? I can't tell. No.
Let's try this again, and don't blink this time.
Okay. Actually, that was a lot shorter than I expected. I thought they were gonna ask me to...
The death of those cats must have taught you a terrifying lesson. That simply being alive wasn't enough. So then you went to work. To make yourself sensational.
Listen to him, Richard. I'm enlisting him in that competition.
I thought you said competitions took the joy out of playing music.
I like hanging out with you a lot, which is weird because after what happened with my mom, I never like hanging out with anyone.
I know you want to stay here, man, but we don't have the time.
So this has
I'm not gonna blink.
surprise for me this year in a lot of ways.
Shit.
I'm not worried about who you are, Ben.
Hey, Elle, would you mind taking a quick walk with me down to my office?
Come on, keep blinking. I haven't found it yet.
Let you two go.
Is it something with my lungs?
I'll be right back, Benny, okay?
Just maybe 5 minutes, kiddo.
Is it my lungs or her lungs? She died first.
We can focus him. Make sure he's...
Oh no.
One more time.
Staying engaged.
Can we please try to speak a little softer? I really don't want him to hear us talking about this.
Close my eyes?
I mean, what's the point?
What do you mean? What's the point?
Oh, I have to keep
What does
my...
that mean?
What's the point of any of it? If he's never gonna get any better.
Okay. Let's not say that. Okay? We know we don't mean it.
I know I don't. I know.
I mean, what if he heard one of us saying something like that?
I'd never forgive myself.
It's okay. He's asleep. But it's okay.
Do I have cancer?
I see. You got sick. You howled at the moon, at the top of your lungs. You were sick for a long time, weren't you? Sicker than healthy kids are supposed to get? Well, no matter how painful it gets, I need you to remember. We're almost at the end of this. I promise.
This isn't video game time. I want you to figure out something actually
Mom!
productive to do while you're home from school.
Shut up! I'm sick. Let me at least enjoy the time that I have left. Oh my god, Mom!
Try writing with it.
Let me play my video games. What do you want me to
Well, hello, Benny. It was your grandfather's, but I used it in college to write lyrics.
How do I say fuck
Exactly.
you?
It was very artsy. Actually, I was just good at
You
fooling
was
your
up
dad.
here somewhere, right?
Made him think I was some kind of genius.
C-K. What do I write about?
Why don't you write the story of your life so far? And then what you're going to do once you get better. That's
It's
the story I want to.
been a very short life, I feel. Like if I'm that sick. His childhood was a lonely one. Aw. Growing up a strange and quiet child in an isolated seaside town. Seaside town. His mother was a bitch. Accountant. Who in her younger years had... Okay, I'm just gonna see. Why is it so slow? Dreamed of being a great composer. Oh.
Man, this is wild. You really got into this, didn't you?
I guess it's my only outlet.
Here I am.
Being bedridden.
But on the eve of his big audition, he completely dropped the ball, staying up all night with his best friend and blowing it the next day. Best friend?
My best friend. You're my best friend.
You are going to be in there for about 30 minutes, so try to get comfortable. You're doing great, buddy. Just a little longer.
Knock, knock.
Who's
You're gonna
there?
be so annoyed with me, but
I am.
I couldn't help but overhear Chloe reading loud from what I think was your story the other night. I know.
You're
I promised myself I wouldn't
eavesdropping on
eavesdrop,
me?
But I would really love to read it if you'd let me.
No.
You know I'm such a big fan of anything you do.
I don't think you are. How do I say no to him?
Can't.
Go in there and tell him you loved it.
I'm sorry, I just can't. Not right now.
Okay, don't worry. Just go to bed. I'll talk to you. Hey, B. Just want you to know that Mom loved your story. She's just,
We can hear you.
emotional for her to read. But I thought it was great. I mean, look at this. His childhood was a lonely one, growing up a strange and quiet child in an isolated seaside town. I mean, I'm certainly bummed you feel that way. But what I want to know is,
She asked to read my story, and then she gets emotional about it, and then she's like, if you... Terrible mother. Benjamin Bryn was a loser. He was the worst Rin to ever say, nah, your mother is giving you a run for your money. He didn't even try to fight the disease. You are a child. You can't fight this disease inside him. It is on your parents and the people around you to support you, not for you to feel guilty about making them emotional. He just laid down and died.
Benny! Benny! Ben! Oh God, can you hear me? Richard! Richard, get up!
I'm up. What's going on?
I'd rather die than be with you, Mom.
Call the paramedics now!
Okay, I'm doing it.
I'm just gonna wait with you, okay? I'm gonna hold your hand. You feel that?
Don't touch me, Mom.
That's your mom.
Just let me die.
So if he's ever in pain, all he needs to do is press that red button and the drug will administer itself.
Thank you so much. You know, I know my wife would normally want to thank you herself.
No, I understand. It hits mothers the hardest, this sort of thing.
Thank you for understanding. It's been a rough one.
I just drugged myself up. Alright. Let's get some more doses.
Hey, Eddie. Hey, Eddie.
Eddie is the name of the cat.
Yeah, hey man, it's Richard. Listen, I know Elle's been missing in action, but I just want you to understand things have taken a really bad turn here. Yeah, no, that's not going to be possible. To be honest, your whole tone is pissing me off right now. Yes, I understand you have a business to run.
Hey, this isn't funny, you know. What, you're too scared to talk to me? Well, just so you know, I know you're faking. Because if you were really sick, like actually sick, you'd have told me already. I happen to actually know about this stuff. So the fact that you are faking, just so you don't have to go to school with me, is actually...
I remember when you were just 4 years old. Mom was going through a pretty tough time. I mean, not as tough as now, but yeah, her music had been rejected, and she's having trouble adjusting to her quiet little life out here, and I feared that I was losing her. But then you played this on the piano, and just your little hands reaching up for the keys. She just couldn't believe how gifted you were. And once she heard that, well, it was like you brought her right back to me. So...
That seems like very unhealthy emotional dependence. You are asking your sick child to what? Be good at music so that
just try
holding your eyes closed.
I don't want to do it. Fuck you. What?
Wait. That's my bass. How did you figure out how to play that?
Wow, let's be nice towards the mom right now while I am on the verge of death and just literally tried to take my life a few days ago.
Keep playing.
She is the priority here, clearly. Yeah, give me that drugs. Oh, Eddie. Get well soon.
What are you doing, Elle? She's gonna make you sick.
Oh, it's okay. I'm just so happy she's here. We've got to show this cat some real love.
Okay, the first time.
She's been through more than we can even imagine.
The mom is like saying something nice.
Oh,
fine.
Poor fur.
Drugs. Food. Pills. A phone call from Chloe, who accused me of faking shit. I don't want to pick that up.
She hasn't been over. Like, she didn't even care to visit?
No, I mean, I don't think he's told her.
And you're just letting that be?
I don't know her step. You know how Benny is.
She lost her mother a year ago. You knew that, right?
No.
Oh my god, you're an idiot. You do realize this is really nothing special to me. I've seen this all before. I was thinking about what you said in the story the other day and how I reacted to it. I feel kind of bad. I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, you really shouldn't.
But... Hey! What are you looking at?
Something better than you.
Don't look up there. Look at me.
No,
I'm talking to you.
I do not care. Go away. Stay E. Oh, do I have to look at her to continue?
I want to give you something. But I think I don't want to be in the room when you see what it is. So maybe if you close your eyes, I can give it to you and I'm gonna leave. Close your eyes now, okay?
Yeah, if it helps you leave faster, sure. Oh, I need to mouse over it. Dear weird neighbor kid, you are my best friend. Love, Chloe.
What is that?
It's something new I'm working on.
So you're writing again?
It's just a melody that came to me. It feels good to play it.
It's sad.
really brave, Benny. Thank you. I'm dying, people.
I can't breathe.
I know.
It's okay, Benny. I understand. There's no need to show me anymore.
No, Richard, it's like I can't breathe. Like there's this cramp on my chest.
I know. It's okay.
You can come back to me now.
You have to do something. Richard, I can't breathe. I feel like I can't breathe.
I'm trying really hard.
You know, for a while now, I've wondered if I'm just not
That
a
is
good
my
enough
face.
storyteller.
That emoji
If I
is
just don't
exactly
have
my
grand
face.
enough words, can't tell grand enough stories. But grand words and stories, I think they may be overrated. Ugh. I know just what to tell her. Watch for her now. I've seen the gatekeeper take many forms depending on the soul I bring her. But once you see her, you'll know. Believe me. I should go get ready.
I feel
Don't
like
worry.
the gatekeeper is gonna
We
take
got
the
this.
form of like either my mom
I think.
or Chloe, right? If you're following the line of this story, probably my mom. You want to do something?
There she is. Wish me luck.
Gatekeeper, before you sits the soul of a child who died before he could grow old.
That means she's ready to hear your story.
You know, I never told you how much I loved your story. It's really so imaginative, and the person you wrote about is such an interesting and intense guy. My only issue was, well, I didn't like him very much.
Are you just admitting you didn't like your child?
Something I wrote for you, which is about the Benny I've known for 11 years now. It's called The Great Life of Benjamin Bryn. Benjamin Bryn
Was born into an ordinary home.
to an ordinary mother and father in a small town by the sea. His mother was a composer, or
At least that's what she dreamed she'd be.
so when her own dreams didn't pan out, she began to
Dream for him. But then,
when he was just 11 years old.
he got sick and was forced to stay inside for an entire
year. And in that year, he began to worry that he hadn't
lived enough. So he made up a story,
of the great life he thought he wanted to live.
which only made him forget the great
He already had. How he had filled a new
home with light and joy and promise.
How he met a girl, his neighbor,
who felt all alone in the world, and he made her
okay again. And how, even when he was sick,
he still gave his parents hope.
how he reminded them exactly who they
were.
After they had almost forgotten. So
he was going to go. He was
okay. Because he'd already lived a great life. A full life. And he was everything he needed to be. Just as he was.
She accepts. Close your eyes now, and keep them closed. She's gonna let you in. Go on.
Smiling like that.
It must be somewhere that he likes.
The ending part of that was very emotional, and that was very sweet. But I also feel like I've disliked the mom for so long that it's very hard for me to feel like some level of sympathy or like appreciation for her. I feel like that sentiment where she's like, oh, you've changed everyone around us already, and you're a great son, and you're everything you needed to be. I feel like she could have said that sooner. I don't know. At least she said it before she died. Like, fan of. Anyway, that's it. Thank you for coming in, Jansen, and for experiencing my face of concentration. Okay. I'm gonna stop here. See you!